Hello students, welcome back again to the learning session. If you remember, in the last session we discussed about the basic process, that is absorption and assimilation, that takes place inside the small intestine. So इसका मतलब अभी जो फूड हमने कंज्यूम किया वो प्रॉपरली डाइजेस्ट भी हो गया और डाइजेस्ट होने के बाद जितना प्रोसेसिंग उस पे होना था, that is the nutrients which were being converted into simpler forms are now being absorbed by the body through the process of assimilation and utilized for its own growth also. Okay, so till that point we had discussed. Alright, now what happens in the cells? In the cells, what happens? There is a basic process that takes place inside the cells. In cells, because I told you in the first class of 7th standard, in the first or I guess second video of 7th standard, that every cell is having nucleus and cell performs certain functions. Okay, and the best function that the cell performs is providing energy. How? It utilizes the glucose C6H12O6. The carbohydrate being broken down, it utilizes the glucose. Then the glucose plus oxygen which the blood is providing to the cell is being converted and produce energy. The energy plus carbon dioxide is produced in the process, and the carbon dioxide will again be released outside the body through the nasal cavity. Alright, so this process inside the cells is going on, for which water is necessary, for which oxygen is necessary, and then only it can produce energy, and this energy will be utilized for the normal working of the body. Normal functions are only dependent on the energy produced by the cells. This is only one cell, and like this 10 million cells are there in our body. Okay, more than that also. So every cell has a particular role, and the cell performs its functions when the assimilation process takes place. Okay, that is when the nutrients which are digested are accepted by the body cells, and then this process takes place. Okay, now the next topic, today's topic is large intestine. What do you mean by large intestine? Name itself indicates there are two kinds of intestine, small and large. Functions are different. Okay, the basic function that was being performed by small intestine was absorption and assimilation. Now here what function is performed by large intestine? That is, if by small intestine by mistake if there is something still left inside the food, then that will be taken up and large intestine will pass the food towards rectum. Okay, rectum towards the undigested food for some portion, and then again it through the anus. Then when the rectum gets filled, then through the anus we need to remove the undigested food material out of the body. So this is the function about large intestine. Okay, basic function, what you can say? It is wider. How is large intestine? It is wider than small intestine as well as shorter. Although it is wide, but it is short in length. Okay, wider and shorter than small intestine. Okay. Then it absorbs, mainly it absorbs water and minerals. It absorbs water and minerals from the undigested food. Still the food which is being passed forward in the alimentary canal, still it has water and some amount of nutrients. And these nutrients, if gets lost, then there is a condition arises, medical condition is there that we will discuss. Okay, if in case your eating habits are not proper, in case you have consumed less water in a day, okay, and you have eaten more as compared with the water consumed. Okay, so what happens? The loss of minerals, that is sodium, potassium, might take place, and that leads to a condition that is known as diarrhea. We will discuss about that now. Diarrhea. What is diarrhea? Diarrhea is a condition which all of you might have experienced in your lifespan sometimes. Okay. What happens in diarrhea? There is a need to pass watery stool. What do you mean by watery stool? Stool means there is a need to pass watery stool. What do you mean by stool? Stool means excretory products. The excretory waste that a human produces is referred to as stool in medical terms. Okay. So stool is watery. It has more amount of water. Why it has more amount of water? Because sodium and potassium and some other minerals are also released out. Why this condition arises? This condition arises sometimes due to an infection, if any bacteria goes along with food, or due to infection, or sometimes due to indigestion. If the digestion process is not completed, then diarrhea can arise. Okay. Then what happens? What happens inside the condition exactly? What are the symptoms? Because it is a medical term, it must be having some symptoms. So it is showing symptoms of loss of water, dehydration that we call, loss of water and sodium. So this condition leads to dehydration in the body. In many cases this condition should not be neglected. It might be fatal, it might be injurious to the health if neglected. So a doctor should be consulted. What the doctor will do, as there is loss of water, means what is there? Dehydration. And what doctor has to do? Rehydration. So the oral rehydration solution, that is ORS, oral rehydration solution. Okay, oral rehydration solution, ORS, is given to the patient suffering from diarrhea. Okay, why this happens? I told you, if there is any infection through food, okay, or if there is a process of indigestion. If digestion is not proper, then this can happen. Okay, if not, normally what will happen in large intestine? The food will be passed from the small intestine, then large intestine will absorb water as much as possible. If absorption is not there, then water will be released out, and then this condition might arise. Okay, but if absorption is proper by the large intestine, then it will be again went next forward, then it will be move forward towards the rectum, and in the rectum it will be stored for some time, and through the anus it will be, the excretory waste will be thrown out of the body. So this is about the digestive system in case of humans, and the removal of products from the anus is called as egestion. Okay, for your information, the removal of waste products through the anus out of the body is called as egestion. Okay, so this is a whole about the digestive system. Now we will move towards our next point. This was about humans. Okay, one thing to remember about digestive system in humans, there is a huge role of digestive juices. There is a huge role of digestive juices in case of digestive system in humans. Okay, now we have to study digestion in grass eating animals. Digestion in grass eating animals. Grass eating animals are herbivores. Okay, herbivores are having their own digestive system modified in such a way that the digested food component should mix up with the digestive juices produced by that organism, and after that digestion should be smooth. It cannot be compared with the digestive system of humans. Understand the point here? Digestive system of humans or digestive system of grass eating animals बहुत different है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर main difference क्या है? The food that we are eating is processed. हम भी vegetables खाते हैं, leafy vegetables, पर उनको पका के खाते हैं, processed food. The food that they are eating is raw, unprocessed. So that is why their digestive system works differently, and how that we have to see now. Okay, we will take an example of cow. What do you observe? If you see a cow or buffalo eating, what do you observe? Okay, I think you might have observed sometimes that they are continuously chewing the food, right? Continuously inside their mouth, a food is there, and they are continuously chewing the food. So what is that process? What is that process exactly? The process is rumination. Okay, the process of continued chewing is rumination, and the organism which perform it are called as ruminants. Okay, the process is rumination and the organism is known as ruminants. Now, how exactly it happens? Okay, first of all, the grass-eating animals swallow the grass. They swallow the grass. Okay, when they swallow the grass, after that, before entering the stomach, the grass enters into a part of stomach called as lumen. Lumen is a pouch-like structure, and that lumen is having a particular function. क्या function है lumen का? Storage. Because if it is passed into stomach will digest it as much as possible and forward it. But lumen में अगर वो food जाता है, so what will happen? Lumen will store. What is there inside the lumen? In case of grass-eating animals, in lumen there are some bacteria that can digest cellulose. What is mean by cellulose now? Cellulose is a complex carbohydrate. Okay, what is cellulose? Cellulose is a complex कार्बोहाइड्रेट. कार्बोहाइड्रेट हमने डिस्कस किए हैं. ग्लूकोज का मैंने आपको एग्जांपल बताया था कि सबसे सिंपल है. अब सेलुलोज क्या है? सेलुलोज इज अ कॉम्प्लेक्स कार्बोहाइड्रेट व्हिच इज प्रेजेंट इन ग्रास. ग्रास के अंदर होता है सेलुलोज. अब सेलुलोज अगर ग्रास के अंदर है, सो इज देयर नॉट एनी मैकेनिज्म दैट वी कैन डाइजेस्ट? नो, वी कैन नॉट डाइजेस्ट cellulose because the enzymes or the bacteria responsible for digestion of cellulose is not present in our body. But in case of grass-eating animals, it is present. Okay, so there is what? Bacteria that can digest the cellulose are present inside the lumen. So they directly swallow the grass, store it inside the lumen, and again small clumps they bring back the food. Very interesting. Okay, they swallow first of all, निगल लेते हैं पहले, then bacteria work on it, then they again allow it to come back to the mouth. They again chew it. Then after proper chewing of the grass, then it is sent towards the stomach. Okay, so it is a long process here. Okay, then again they chew it. Now the partially digested food. Okay, the partially digested food is called as curd. Okay, the lumen, the food which is going inside the lumen is called as curd. Okay, the food which is passed inside the lumen, which is partially digested, is known as curd. If it is partially digested, then proper digestion is yet to occur, and where it will occur? Then inside the stomach. Afterwards, the digestion process is same. It has esophagus, it has stomach, it has intestine. Okay, the grass-eating animal has almost other parts also, but the lumen is the peculiarity. What exactly is the lumen? Bacteria that can digest the cellulose. Cellulose क्यों बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पर? Because cellulose is present in grass. Grass पूरा cellulose से ही बना है, तो उसको डाइजेस्ट करने के लिए कुछ अलग मैकेनिज्म चाहिए, right? And that will be provided by rumination. Okay, so the curd will be brought in small lumps again inside the mouth, and when the curd is processed, then it will be sent back to the stomach. Okay, so this process is called as rumination, and the animals which perform the process of rumination are called as ruminants. Alright, so this was a special process. Now what happens in case of animals, other animals like horses? The other animals are there, some other animals are there, right? Not only cow and buffalo, there are some other animals also. Okay, so what exactly is the process that takes place inside these animals? So the horses, other animals like horses, rabbit, etc. have an special organ called as cecum. So what is cecum? Cecum is present between esophagus and small intestine. Cecum is present between esophagus and small intestine. So esophagus और small intestine के बीच में एक दूसरा पार्ट है digestive system का जिसको बोलते हैं cecum. What happens inside it? It also has bacteria. Okay. Bacteria that can digest the cellulose or digest their food, which is not possible in humans as humans are lacking that bacteria. Okay, so in this way grass eating animals are having some modifications. Why there was a need of these modifications? Because they have modified food eating pattern. The food that they eat is different and the time is required for a proper digestion of that food is totally different. Alright, so this was about the digestion in grass eating animals. Alright, now till date we have learned about digestion in humans as well as digestion in grass eating animals. But what about those organisms which do not have anything to, which do not have organs to perform? What about those who do not have mouth? What about those who do not have stomach? What about those organisms who do not even have this intestine and all? So उनका कैसा है? How they perform the digestion process? This we will study in the next video. Alright, I hope you have understood this topic clearly. Okay, thank you.